Sorry for being a little late. We had a little traffic getting back. Did you guys have nice chats, nice conversations during lunch, getting to know each other? Yeah? Has everyone here met someone new?
We're organizing a clinic with Michelle.
You are? Excellent. Excellent. No rush, Lorin. Take your time, take a breath. Does anyone have any questions for me until we get going? Yeah.
I apologize if this was covered yesterday during the second half of the questions, but I wanted to know if it's, I worry about if you're riding a horse and you're sharing that horse with someone else who has a different idea, is it fair to, or is it harmful or confusing for the horse to start to have you doing this work at the beginning, the very beginning work, while the other approach is different, and you don't really have at the moment a way to...
Yeah, so I think we did cover that a little bit yesterday, and I think what we came to was that some horses are able to discern the difference between different approaches from different people. They know that when they're with you, there are certain things that will never happen to them, and when they're with someone else, certain things might happen to them. At the same time, if you've got someone who's being maybe unfair to a horse and you're being, let's say, a little more fair, when that horse is with you, they will be different than if all of their handling was fair. If all of their handling was fair in their opinion, they will be a different horse when they're with you. Doesn't mean they can't adjust and adapt. It just means they're going to be a little bit different than they would be if their handling and training was more consistent. Does that make sense? Some horses do not succeed in that situation at all, and will need consistent handling across the board. So it's a question to ask your horse. How are they doing? Are they doing okay? When they're with you, are they able to connect with you? Are they able to feel safe and relaxed when they're with you? Or are there little niggling things popping up? And when they pop up, are you able to resolve them without excessive pressure? If you can't, why? Anyone else have a question? Yeah.
You mentioned using a capstan. It's not a piece of equipment I'm familiar with, and so I know what it is, but I've never used one. Is there anything that makes one more ideal than another, or are they all pretty much created equal?
You want to use one that fits and that doesn't hold the mouth shut with too much pressure. It has to fit. And I think it's best to use ones that don't have chains in the noseband, because some of them do. One of the best ones is the cheapest nylon cavesson that just sits really softly on the face with 3 small rings. They're often the best ones, especially at an entry level. But you can get ones in leather. But you just want to stay away from the French cavessons because they have like bike chains in the nose. The benefit, are you ready? Just walk him around. The benefit to a cavesson is that when you use the pressure, it changes the way they use their body. When it's from below, you get this. From a cavesson, you're getting that, or you're getting that. Yeah? All right. Okay. All the sounds, I'm on my own, lots of things happening. Yeah, let's just go for a walk just to settle and chill for a sec. Just go for a walk, settle and chill. Lovely. Is he thinking of rolling? Just be careful, he might drop and roll. Yeah. Good, and let's go the other direction. Other eye, just make sure. Good, he's chilled. If you'd like to get on, and then we can begin. Cool. Attaboy. Lovely man. Good. So, what I see now is anxiety. So, your first job is to manage the anxiety. He knows how to channel the anxiety into a constructive direction. So, for him, a constructive direction is giving you movement and lots of it. So, Lorin, as we're working together, I'm going to give you feedback and feedback and feedback. As I'm speaking, you can look me in the eyes to listen if that helps you, but you don't have to. I don't think you're rude if you don't look me in the eye, okay? You can focus on him. I know you're listening, yeah? I trust you. So, if he is using lots of movement for an anxiety problem, it stands to reason that if he had a big anxiety problem out in the world, it could turn into bolting. Has that happened? Pardon? Not bolting? Okay, so what behavioral problems have you had with him? Bucks at the canter transition. Is that consistent every time you canter transition? Intermittent. Okay. Have you noticed it in some places more than others? No. So you can't find any rhyme or reason to it. So it's maybe not specific to a place. See, that, in my opinion, is a bolt. But if you're having to ride with your legs off so that he doesn't up transition accidentally, that's a horse who's bolting. It's a micro bolt, but it's a bolt. He'll okay. Okay. I'm going to offer you a change in language. They wanted a wildly anxious horse that gave a lot of movement so that they could do what they wanted with it. So that's what we got. Yeah, that's what we got. But it's volatile, right? He's a good citizen and he means you well. So he does his absolute best to keep it under control. But the volatility in the energy of the walk is a huge red flag for me personally and professionally. So he has a behavioral stereotypy that you've taught him, seesaw the fingers on the bit, and he will drop the head. And he'll do it indiscriminately now. Interesting. Okay. I think all of these issues might be connected. So instances when your leg touches him on accident, he's not reading your intention. Instances when you touch the bit and he just goes head dive, he's not reading your intention. So it's reactivity rather than communication. It's reactivity instead of sensitivity. A truly sensitive horse can discern clearly the difference between a leg that's just doing something and a leg that's actually asking for something. So this reactivity, though he knows how to send it in a constructive direction for you, I'm not so convinced right now it's a constructive direction for him. Yeah? He just softened his walk there. Just scratch him on the neck, yeah. Okay. Is this something you would like to resolve? In your heart, you would love it to be different? Would you love to be able to join Drifter in riding? And when you sit on him, there's no anxiety, only communication. None, not even a whiff, not even a perfume spray of anxiety. None, only peace and confidence. Would you like that when you use your hands, your legs, and your seat, that he's listening, not reacting? Is that what you would like? Do you know how to get there? No, because it could be with many different people, and it's also going to be through you. Again, don't externalize and say I'm a savior. I don't have a savior complex. Okay? I can help you, but you've got to do the work. But I will only start that process with you today if you commit to continuing it. Because with him and for you, it would be really unfair if I started a process that will not be continued after today. So we can at least try. Look at the anxiety in the face, yeah? You know what's really easy? Doing lots of stuff. Doing stuff is safe. Doing stuff is safe. If I just keep moving, I'll be safe. So it's confidence to stop. He stopped, but his body's still going, so let's not stop. Keep going. Now, let me say a few things before we continue. A few things that are in my mind that I'd like to share with you, Lorin. I have watched you very carefully. You are a good rider. You are competent. You are balanced, and you are kind. Anything I say after this point has that as my first awareness. It is clear to me. You are competent, you are balanced, and you are kind. We can all get better. But I do not think you are an unkind rider. I do not think you don't care about him. And I do not think that you're not interested in improving him. So everything I say up to this point has that as the first preposition. Okay? And my only intention is to assist you, not to judge you. Just put a little bit more weight in your right foot because the saddle's off to the left very slightly. Do you often feel in this saddle like it's not balanced? In a forward position. How old is that saddle? Okay, good. Okay, because I'm about to sell my DP. Since DP moved their construction to Uruguay, the saddles have not been the same. I have an old model DP from 2012, totally different saddle until the tree broke. But it broke because I was keeping it outside in 110 degree heat, so it just like melted, you know. But since they moved to Uruguay, they've just not been the same. So I've helped several people get out of DPs. That can be part of the anxiety. Maybe. I've seen it before. I've felt it before. Let's go back to a walk. Because his body isn't walking yet. You notice that we're just having a chat? That's intentional. We're just chatting. Yeah? We're not curing cancer. We're training our ponies. We already won. Yeah? So anything we do after this point is through fun. Yeah? I want you to very slowly relax your legs onto his flanks. Interesting. Now walk. Is this the facial behavior you're talking about? I'm not obsessed about it. Off you go. I know everyone else is. I'm not obsessed about it. He wasn't doing it in the bidless yesterday. Just relax your legs onto his flanks. Horses that are anxious, I'm going to use that word, fractious. That's a joke between you and me. Benefit from learning how to carry the rider with the rider's legs on, as much as horses that are struggling to go, so long as there's no health issue, benefit from learning how to go without the legs on. Yeah? So just relax the legs on. Interesting that he slows down to that now. Isn't that fascinating? Good. Interesting. It could be that your body remembering him feeling like a bomb about to go off has caused your legs to come off the body to not ask him for more, which is emergency riding, right? If our legs are off, because if we put them on, they're going to go, that's emergency riding. Go into your feet. Okay. Now, he's sensitive and aware and connected. That's the good news. The bad news is he's sensitive, he's aware, he's connected. Okay? So if your legs have a lot of held something in them, he's going to perceive that as a request to be really active. Interesting. So I want you to be aware that your body, your nervous system, has an internal engine or a furnace, depending which image works for you. For me, furnace or engine, I can use interchangeably. Are you noticing he's kind of in first gear now? No one drives a stick in this country anymore, but he's in first gear. Bring your revs also into first gear. Lovely. Carry that. He says, what? It means stop? It could be, I could be wrong, it could be that he has been trying to de-escalate the way you felt to him. It could be that he's been working with revs less than yours. It could be that you've got on him with a high rev, high tension in the leg, and he was like, that's a lot, let me work below where she is so I can keep it together. What if, I could be wrong, and tell me if it's unfair, what if he felt like you got on him feeling like a bomb? What if? I've certainly been in that place. When I started riding, again in my 20s, when I was a dancer, I would get on these horses and lazy horses would get hot because I had this athletic body that had this high muscle tone that was always going. And I'm a human elastic band, so like I can go anywhere and he's just gonna stick, you know? It could be. So chicken or the egg? Whose anxiety came first, right? Chicken or the egg? Interesting. Yeah, that's a safe place. We've all dealt with anxiety, right? Right, we all have, yeah? Cool. So I think it's going to be about matching the energies in your body, that your fire and his fire burn at the same level. Your revs and his revs burn at the same level. Something like that. Something like that. I can breathe now. He can fart now. Good. Good, that's better. The eye looks better too. And the muscle tone looks a little nicer now too. Good. Now I'd like you to play with his posture without changing the revs in his body. Imagine and feel like you're lifting head up, a little higher, without changing the revs. Yeah, there you go. That was him asking a question, and did you see he asked the question just a little sharp? Good. And then feed the reins out to him, let him go down if he wants. Yeah, lengthen, lengthen. Better. He didn't nosedive that time, I prefer it. Let's do that again without changing the revs. And if he asks a question, navigate it smoothly into the question. Bring the head up, smoothly up, ears a little higher. And it will be through a shorter rein. Yep, good, 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 good. And then feed back out to him. Scratch on the withers, tell him that was a good boy, good boy. Scratch the withers, there we go. Ah, he goes, withers, ear goes straight back to your hand. What? Was that good? Was that good? Okay, thanks for telling me, I'm glad that was good. Was that his idea to stop? Allow him to stop. Horses that don't have confidence to stop are a liability. One of the horsemen I used to work for, probably one of the best horsemen I've ever met in my life until he wasn't. He was 9 times out of 10, he was amazing. And then that 1 time out of 10, he would just whoop the horses, just whoop them. And so I had to stop working for him. But those 9 times out of 10, he was really fabulous. And when he worked with the youngsters, even out on the mountain, anytime they wanted to stop, he let them. He said, I've got to give these hot-bred horses the confidence that they can stop if they need and want to. If they don't feel like they can, like it's not allowed to stop, it can create anxiety. So if he wants to stop, hey, scratch, well done, stopping is permitted. We are already working on the canter bucking issue. I know it doesn't look like it, but it is my personal focus to work on these problems without exposing us to the problem, so that you don't have to find yourself, hold, everyone breathe. No one here gets nervous. There's going to be a windy afternoon. She's a great rider. Everyone take a breath. Good. If we have to find ourselves on a bucking horse in order to fix the bucking, I think that's a poor practice, because these problems show up earlier. And I think one of the problems is the confidence to stop or the confidence to be calm. Oh, fancy legs. Fancy legs, he says. Is that okay, he says? Tell him, yeah, hello, that's fine. You can be. He says, oh, I should walk. I should walk. Maybe I should walk. What's happening out there? Okay, in a moment we're going to go to trot transitions. But I'd like the transitions just to be a transition. So you're going to go up into a lazy jog. For 4 to 6 strides, you're already back down again. All horses on the planet have the capability to be calm in their work. All of them. Some of them need more technique and training and education than others. But if we don't believe they can, they will not. We are dead in the water. So if you already believe that his transition will not be relaxed and he's just going to go, then that's exactly what's going to happen, and therefore our lesson is a waste of time. And I've got lots of people to work with, and I want to help you. And I will literally sit here and stop teaching if that's where your mind is. I will just facilitate the rest of the session in a calm manner, and I will stop teaching, not because I'm judging you, but because there is no point, right? You've got to believe it's possible before it's possible. At the last clinic, we had a horse who needed 911 dentistry, and she thought it was an emotional issue, but she's getting the dentistry tomorrow, right? At the clinic, and we have it on camera so I can prove this, I said there's a difference between the hand that believes the horse can respond and the hand that doesn't. And I said, this is the hand that believes, and she responded, and then this is the hand that doesn't, and she didn't. There's a difference. So your body has to believe that his transition can keep his shit together, and you would have to value that, because maybe there's a part of you that finds it really fun when he takes off with big energy. I find it fun too. But there's going to come a point in your riding career where that's not going to be fun anymore, where the adrenaline is going to start to feel really toxic to your body and to his safety. Yeah? So just play with it. Take your idea of trot and divide it by half, and then divide it by another half again, and ask for that. And right now, I just want you to walk and have him think about trot. I could be giving you all sorts of aids with your legs and your hands right now. I'm very tempted to, but actually, no. I think this part is more important. So just ask him to think about trot. Taste it. Yeah? Stop. Go back to walk. Go back to walk. Commit to the walk. Give him a scratch. Say that was it. You listened. Your body is still saying trot now, Lorin. Your body has to say walk now. And I would like first your legs to rest on his side. You are capable of whatever he throws your way. Now I would like you to ask him to think about trot. Just think. He is resetting his shoulder as his shoulder is fatiguing. I'm watching him do that on his own. His shoulder started to fatigue about 6 minutes ago, and what he's doing is resetting his shoulder protraction without you asking. It's really interesting to watch. He's actually autonomously lifting his knees and adducting his inside fore back to his midline and recollecting, refreshing his shoulder as he goes. Lorin, get down on your hands and knees and say thank you, Jesus, for Drifter, because he's doing that without you asking. It's beautiful. But it's this big. We would barely see it, but he's doing it. He just did it again. He did it again. Did it again. There it is. There it is. Give him a scratch. Tell him he's good. Hey, good man. He says, let's go for a trail ride, Mum. Fuck this arena shit, he says. Whoa, everyone laughed. Whoop, everyone laughed. Everyone breathe. Now just think and have him think about the trot. And he'll do a walk that's saying, all right, I'm ready to trot, Mum. You just say when. And if you don't say when, I'll just give it anyway. That's it. That's it. Can you see the difference? And say, thanks so much, and go back to the walk. So this is transitions inside transitions. Liminal spaces in between results. It's another way to describe connection. That we don't go from result to result, like join the dots. The journey in between the gates is really where the good stuff lives. Happens to be my love language. Good. Have him feel the trot. Because if you don't, you surprise him with the trot and then he'll rush. Have him feel the trot before he does it. And the trot, Lorin, is not faster. You just go from a 4-beat gait to a 2-beat gait. It just goes 1, 2. 1, 2. He almost gave you a beautiful trot. That trot would have been delicious if you had said yes to it. And we're going to do it with the head a little bit higher than you think, okay? Not because we're containing him, we're not containing him, but if we let him run out through the base of his shoulder, he'll lose balance and he'll fix that by going faster. But we're not containing him either. That's lovely. That's lovely. Say yes to that. Say yes to that 2-beat. Just go 1, 2 with your seat. That's me saying you can trot, but I'm trying to say trot without saying trot. Yeah, I'm trying to say trot without trotting. We've lost it. Let's go back to it. We find the process again. Square, relax. Relax now, Lorin, because you just went, holy shit, we're about to trot and everyone's watching. Fuck, fuck, fuck. No, 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 no. We're just going from a 1, 2, 3, 4 into a 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. It's just a massage of the diagonals. Yeah? He's just going to start working that butt like it's a 18th century steampunk piston, you know? It's just going to be like boom, 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 boom. That's it. Say yes to that. Say, go on, you can. Hey, lovely. Back to the walk. Back to the walk now. That trot had quality. Quality not just for you, but more importantly for him, and even more importantly, Lorin, for your wider community that's looking at you as a leader. Thank you. Did that feel nice to you? Is that something you might like to hyperfixate on? Because I know you've got a hyperfixation inside of you somewhere. I just need to get it turned on. Yeah. Because once you hyperfixate on Lorin, your discipline and rigor is endless. If you're not fixated, you're like, nope. Now, don't get excited about the result. Just go through the process you used to obtain the result. Thank you, that's nice. Ah, yes, like this, with the legs on. Ask him to taste it, and then you just go to 2-beat rhythm. 1, 2. Gorgeous. Change diagonal for me, double set, lovely. He just said, oh, damn, it's heavy. I'll try again, go back. It's the walk. So with horses like him with big muscle tone, you want to treat them like a weightlifter. Kerry, this is your time, weightlifting. Unless, like Amir, who's an Arabian, it's endurance, it's long distance, it's long duration, lighter loading. Horses like him, Lorin, he lifts a weight with max power for low repetition. Okay, so for his fitness, you will get 10 times further, just relax. 10 times further with his development if your training is really, really correct, maximum effort, low duration, lots of rest. Repeat. If you do that with him on repeat, with seemingly little sweating, he will go from pasture puff to mega hunk in like a 3-week period. Okay? And you're like, how did I get there without like doing long trotting across the forest? His body's not built for that. It's like heavy load, low duration, max effort. And in this context, we're framing that as high quality transition with form without duration to the trot, because he told you, he transitioned and then he got to the corner and he said, combination of this form and that footing, I'll fall apart. He picked it back up though and refreshed himself. If he's refreshing that over and over again, that could feel like anxiety to him. Let's play with it again. By the way, this is another way I can help you fix the canter transition. So this same logic would then be applied to canter. You would find that trot, just, 2-beat rhythm with beautiful form, and then you say to him, hey dude, remember that 3-beat? Hey. Did he just give you the idea of canter? Relax, say thank you. And so this is good news for you because you're running one of the largest rescues on the East Coast. You don't got time, neither do I. But horses like this don't need 1-hour rides to get fit. They need 15 minutes of high quality. He's doing dressage now. Relax. Because he's also getting excited. So once his blood gets up, he flips a switch. Yeah, my dressage dude does that at home. It's like, no, I'm not Dutch. Don't go there. Don't go there. I don't have knee blocks. Don't go there. I'm not leveraging. He's like, yes, you are. Let's go. I'll hollow my back for you. I'm like, no, don't do it. It's not necessary. Good. So we go through the process. And the process is you relax your legs onto his body. You drape yourself across his rib cage. Lovely. I can breathe now. Did you all feel the difference? Keep your hands balanced above the shoulder, legs on the body, and then you ask him to think about the trot. Just think about it. If he meets the end of your hand and there's a pull because you're not asking for the nosedive anymore, I'm not going to judge you. Okay? So stick the rein length. Yeah. I'm not going to, there, lovely. Now relax the legs onto his body, drape your body onto his rib cage. Ask him to think about the trot. Just think about it in the walk there and say yes. And just say yes. With your leg, with your body, just yes to a 2-beat, super. Change legs for me. That's okay. Good. Good. This is good. This was very nice, especially when you feel messy. Especially when you feel messy. Lorin, the messiness is the best stuff. Lean into it. I know we're perfectionists. We want it to look great now. I know. I love it when I've had a ride where I feel like it's fucking amateur hour. I get so excited because I know that's where the improvement lives. It's the same when I was doing Pilates and my stomach muscle started to shake. That's when you know the strength is being really built, okay? It's not fake. It's not positioning. It's not muscle. It's not adrenaline. This is like the deep stabilizing work. And at the beginning, it's going to look like everything falls apart. But that's when the good stuff happens with horses, really. We have to really start celebrating like average rides, you know, we have to, because that's when the work is really done. And if you can love that, it means you're going to be obsessed with developing this horse. And what a horse to develop. What a horse to develop, Lorin. What a way to lead the community with your drifter and show them what's possible. What a way to do it. And not just doing like middle of the road, it's kind of better than death horsemanship, but like excellent work without leverage. Excellent riding without force. What would that be like? Then everyone's really going to be afraid of gentle giants, huh? Anyway, let's try that again because that was really nice. Maybe there might be a canter transition. I don't know. Now, whoa. You're welcome. And back to walk. Back to walk. He said, no, I want to work. Good. Lorin, halt. Thank him. Dismount. Beautiful riding. Thank you very much. Yeah. Everyone's doing soft claps because they don't want to freak him out. I was literally about to say canter transitions are usually easier from a walk. That's logical because to go from a 4-beat gait to a 3 is easier. Usually we go 4-beat gait to a 2 to a 3 and the horse is like, hang on a minute. Am I neurological? What do I do, right? But usually it's easier to go walk, canter, trot. But if you've got a balance issue, like if the horse is bulging through one of the legs or the shoulders or one of the quarters, then the trot is where you square them up. Yeah? So he's probably been bulging somewhere. It's not disrespectful if you're not looking at me when I'm talking to you. You're a good military girl, right? Right? Military family. Yes, sir, I've got to look at you, sir. No. It's okay to work on the trot if he's bulging somewhere, which is what we did. We really squared up. You want to say hello? We really squared up his body in that trot. But that work had quality to me. And then we'll just do a check of the muscles. Jelly, lovely, 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 lovely. Oh, nice. That's what we like to see with horses with muscle tone like this. Now, we should have said, quick, let's do that on the other side. But if you've been having like a bucking issue at the canter and he gave you that canter with 0 buck and beautiful form, get off straight away. In the next rides, you would look at it from the other side. Really nice. Muscle tone looks good. Muscle tone looks good. He says, that was weird. That was weird, but good. Weird, good. Good weird. It's my middle name, Good Weird. Huh? Hold up. Brr. Whoop, whoop. Hold up. Hold up. He's like, I'm about to go show jumping across that gate. All right. I'm just checking. Back. But can you feel the potential in him to have a big care and the lifestyle he gets to live? Anyway, looking at his back. Back looks good. Oop. Back looks good. Really good. A little bit of movement in the back of the saddle, that's normal in a DP because they're actually built on Western saddle trees. Nice. What do you reckon, Kerry? Muscle looks all right? Cool. Lorin, thank you for bringing him and yourself to the clinic. I really enjoyed the opportunity to work with you both. And I thank you for your open mind and for your willingness to allow me to go there with you. You're very welcome. This is just a taste, just an introduction of what we could do together if you wanted to. Okay? Lovely. Next.